You can start whenever you want.
Okay. Hello, I'm David Warady, and I'd like to welcome and thank all of you Relay for Life participants. Mere words cannot express the gratitude felt for your outstanding efforts. All of you should feel very proud with the way you fight back against cancer. The fight against cancer is a hard one, as we know. At Relay for Life, we have celebrated the lives of those who have battled cancer, and we have remembered our loved ones lost. And we fight back. We fight back against a disease that affects far too many of those close to us. And not just at Relay for Life, but year-round. Did you know that the American Cancer Society funds scientific research and has funded multiple Nobel Prize scientists? You and I individually fight back by staying educated as to the best ways that we can take care of ourselves. We do that through regular medical checkups, cancer screenings, exercise, good nutrition, and in general, healthy living. The American Cancer Society welcomes advocates to the Cancer Action Network to help with legislative efforts aimed at fighting back against cancer. All of this is readily available at the www.cancer.org website or from the 1-800-ACS-2345 helpline, both great resources of information and services. For me, fighting back was second nature. While I didn't have to fight back against cancer until later in my adult life, I learned the process of fighting back growing up. As a lifelong athlete, I learned to fight back against difficult conditions, including my competition, to be the best athlete I could be. Sometimes the competition's a real person, yet sometimes the competition is your own mind and body holding you back. Getting over life's hurdles can be difficult yet rewarding, so you should always try. While I excelled at most sports, I reached my highest level of achievements at long-distance running, where in 1992, I competed against 28 other runners from 8 different countries in a 3,000-mile, 64-day foot race across the United States from Huntington Beach, California to New York City. It was the first running race of its kind in the United States in 64 years, and was called the Trans-America Foot Race. 13 of us, almost half, finished the grueling 3,000 miles, and I was first to cross the finish line in New York City's Central Park. As surprising as it was to win a historical foot race, it was equally surprising to be told I had stage 3 lymphoma and that I only had 2 months to live if it hadn't been caught when it was. Even more amazing is the way the cancer was uncovered in the first place. It starts as a typical story. I had chronic pains in my hips and groin. I went to my primary doctor and they couldn't find anything. I got referred to a pain management specialist, which I went to and asked for a cortisone shot for the pains. She refused and instead ordered an ultrasound to check for a hernia. Well, the scans for a hernia found multiple growths, and within a day, I was diagnosed with lymphoma. And it all started because I was smart enough to go to the doctor when I had pains. I simply followed the advice my parents taught me growing up. But catching the cancer and fixing it was the easy and lucky part. Yes, I went through chemo and radiation sessions, and those weren't a lot of fun. But I had more fight left in me, and I knew I could handle more. So I did. I fought back against my cancer. The day after my first chemo session, I started writing my first book, Running Through Cancer. Of course it was difficult at first, and I only took on as much as I could handle. But slowly I got stronger and stronger, and after 2 years with the help of 2 good editors I finished 300 pages, and I'm currently looking for a literary agency to represent me. And my fight against cancer didn't end there. During my radiation sessions, my interest in hold'em poker flourished. I had time on my hands to analyze video and read strategy books, and I became a much stronger player. Then, less than 5 months after finishing my chemo and radiation sessions, I played in the World Series of Poker main event, the largest and most famous poker tournament in the world. I advanced to day 6 of the 7-day event and finished 95th out of 7,000 players, the top 1% of professional level performance. And to think I was lucky to be alive. Conquering cancer, writing my first book, and finishing high in the World Series of Poker all required similar efforts. They all involved fighting hard, fighting back against difficulties, against difficult conditions, and never giving up. Fight on, Relay for Life. Fight on.
Yay! Woohoo! Earthquake! Just kidding.